So there's a woman here, a diaspora woman married to a Ghanaian man, and they're selling land. Okay. And I've had a couple of people inbox me from the previous videos asking, what are some of the questions that you should ask? Selling land. And they got some beautiful videos. First of all, she's a beautiful woman. So she's a beautiful woman showing a beautiful land and this landscape, and they're selling it. And the first question is, are you a citizen? You want to know the person that's selling it, are they actually a citizen? Because you really can't be a foreigner and go to a sovereign nation, meaning it has its own rules, regulations, and laws. Okay, they're separate from your nation, so they're not mimicking each other. And decide that you a real estate broker. Now you listen. Technically, you can do anything you want to do. We are at different times. You meet people that are pretending. And we use those words. We use the word con or con artists when people are pretending. But in all good faith, you need to be a citizen of a nation to actually function on that level, or you need to have figured out a way to be licensed and you're able to do what citizens would do. Okay. And I'm here to warn you, just because somebody was quick to say, oh, she's married to a Ghanaian. Just because you're married to a Ghanaian don't mean you have any right to sell anything, to lease anything, to loan anything. That doesn't mean that. That means that you're married to a Ghanaian. And he may have some rights. But even that gentleman needs to show some sort of professional training, licensure, something. Something. So I happened to see where my beautiful friend, Sister Maxie, had responded. And one of the things that she said was she asked, what gave her the authority? Where did her authority come from to sell the land? And that she was immediately muted. And I'm not shocked that she was muted. She's muted because you do need a particular authority to be able to do those type of big moves in this country. Most people I talk to, I say, what type of land is being sold? And they have no idea what I'm talking about. Ghana has 5 different types of land. It has family land, public land, chief land, stool land, and then clan lands. And so what type of land are you being sold, and from whom? They've made it clear that the chief needs to have agreed to release this land. And from reading my friend's response, I learned that the woman and her husband were gifted the land, that the chief gifted them some land, that they actually hadn't even purchased land, which I remind you, you're never buying land in Ghana, you're only leasing it. It's either going to be a 50-year or a 99-year lease. So it's been gifted. So that was part of my friend's curiosity. If this was gifted to you, what gives you the authority to sell this gift? So this gets back to the couple of individuals who have asked me, what should I be asking? See how deep this has gotten now? Just with this little bit I'm sharing with you. So I'm saying to various people, slow down with this. I'm going to buy my land from a diasporan that has land. And love the work, effort, time, the energy that you've placed into getting that hard-earned dollar to find out and ask more in-depth questions. Now, if I were buying land, and I'm not, but if I were, you're not going to tell me what the chief said. I'm going to see the chief myself with a support team. Hopefully the chief even has his linguist there. But I'm going with my apateshi. I'm going with my CDs. I'm going to show him respect. And we're going to sit down with a man who is my headship, who can barter and negotiate for me. And we're going to get down to business one-on-one. I'm not buying nothing off of no diasporan that can't explain to me procedure, process, chiefdom, can't take me to the land commission website to the location where we can go and search the land that don't know the chief personally and can't take me to understand this process. This is how detailed really it should be. This is how detailed it should be. You don't want the errors that's happening with certain communities where diasporans have bought land from some chief, and we don't even know if the gentleman's a chief, because anybody really technically, if they're trying to get over on you, can say they're anybody. You don't know who that is. But when you get your land and you register your land, it's on the website. It's on the Land Commission website. You can see it, that thing is pending. There are things that are in place here to help protect you, and some of it is, knowing the players, getting official proof that it's been agreed upon, having your indenture, checking, the signatures and everything, and making sure that that's true. I have a friend that has an indenture where the names on the indenture were not even Ghanaian names. But how was she to know? Okay, they know themselves by their names. They know the culture. They know what community. They know what tribe it is by those names. She didn't know that it was fake. It didn't even have the barcode on it. These indentures come with a barcode. They have a barcode where you can pull up that survey. These are some of the more advanced pieces that people don't know is in place. My experience with this continent is that it requires boots on the ground. It requires intimacy. Somebody was in one of these groups today saying that it was suggested that they come to the country before they buy land, but they intend on coming and buying land. Why would anybody have to tell you that? We don't buy things in the U.S. sight unseen. I couldn't tell you to move into my house and you don't come to Chicago and see the house. I can't tell you that. You would never do that. See, we're overzealous. We're believing the hype, and we're moving too fast. There's nothing greater than your own eyes and ears with a trusted team. Trusted meaning vet through those who have already been here. This is pioneer space. This is pioneer space. We haven't done this before. You can't name 100 American blacks prior to the call of the return that had come here and just got on a plane to leave America and come here to build. The other thing I'm going to say is you don't give up your job. You don't give up your home. You don't give up your bank account. Don't give up your address on the other end. One of the things you run into, I have a friend here now, that every time you're trying to do something, a lot of things are rejected. Okay, functions are rejected. You can get the change of the app in order to change your IP address. You'll still run into some issues in some spaces. So you always want to give yourself options. Do it yourself. This is a do-it-yourselfer experience. And I would choose the tortoise over the hare. The tortoise over the hare. Nothing is, pick up the African rhythm. They're never, your emergency is never their emergency. Slow it down. Slow it down.